Testing, testing. So, hi everyone. I hope everyone's having a good day or as good of a day as possible. And today we're going to be talking about reactional abuse, reactive abuse. And I feel like this isn't talked about enough, and I feel like it happens a lot. And I feel like it happened to me, and I'm sure it happens to other people. And this is a topic that needs to be explored. So we're going to talk about it a little bit today. So hold on one second. I'm going to pull up the definition for it. All right. So according to charliehealth.com, reactive abuse describes situations where a person who has endured sustained abusive behavior reacts aggressively towards their abuser. So in other words, if I paraphrase it in my way, is when somebody picks at you and picks at you and picks at you until you snap, till you lose it, and they blame you for your reaction, and they point at you like, look, they're crazy, they're this, they're that, when they were poking at you, pushing you there, and trying to get you there the whole time. And it's like throwing rocks and hiding your hand, and they blame you for when you blow up and have a reaction, and they say it's all your fault, and it's not. It's really all theirs. And they pretend like they didn't do it, or they didn't have a hand in anything, and that's just the way you are. And it gets really tricky, nasty, manipulative, and just bad. And let's get some examples of reactional abuse. Let's say it's a toxic relationship and your partner does little things to make you jealous. They say certain things to make you think that they're maybe speaking with other people, being, disloyal, or they say things that affect your confidence and compare you to other people. And let's say you think they're cheating, or you get upset with them when they do things like this, and it's been a buildup over time, and it's been jabs at you over time. And when you react negatively to what they've been doing, you're considered the issue, the problem, and that again, everything is all your fault, and they did nothing to you when they've been picking and picking and picking and picking at you, waiting for you to blow up. And when you do, they use it against you and try to embarrass and humiliate you. Let's say it's a toxic friend dynamic. I'm just going to give an example. Let's say you have an insecurity that you told your friend. They know it's an insecurity. They know that that's a weak spot for you, but they like to poke at it, and they like to say mean things or say sly things and disguise it. And one day you just get really upset because you told them that that is a sensitive spot for you, and they keep poking at it and poking at it and poking at it on purpose. And then when you react negatively, you're seen as the negative one, as if they didn't do anything to you and it's all your fault, when it's not. And you've been picked at and poked at in private, and it was a buildup over time. But your reaction will be used against you, and you will be made out to be something that you're not. And a lot of abusers do this, and it's very sneaky, and they hide their hand. I am not a professional, but seeing these types of behaviors and these types of things, I do have an opinion on how to handle it. And it's up to you if you can take my advice, listen to what I have to say, or just my experience. And with things like this, they want a reaction out of you. They do things on purpose to hurt you, to hurt your feelings, to make you angry, to make you sad, to cause outbursts, to make you snap, yell at them, curse at them, pick a fight with them, go toe-to-toe with them, tit for tat with them. It's on purpose to make you get out of character, right? And my first step for you is to understand that it's on purpose and they want you to act out. So step number 2 is don't Don't give them what they want. They want you angry. They want you sad. They want you to act out, do something that you may regret. And they want to embarrass you when you get in your feelings or you get upset or you're righteously angry and use it against you. Some people may try to record you, post you online, and act like, again, everything was your fault and only show one part of a situation instead of the whole thing. So what I'm going to recommend is that you don't give them a reaction. I don't care if you're so angry you can burn down a building. If you need to take boxing classes to go let off some steam, do it. Do anything. Anything else in a healthy manner to let out those emotions and that anger, anything but give them that reaction. They need it. They need it to set you up for failure. And I need you to be aware of that people do this and they're hurting you on purpose so that you act out. And I'm gonna need you to not act out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Again, if you need to take boxing classes, if you need to call your friend and talk your ish, do it. If you need to take a walk, do it. You need to work out, do it. Do anything but react the way they want you to. Don't snap. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And what happens is if you give them what they want, they'll use it against you and try to embarrass you. They probably try to record you and post it and say that you're this mean, crazy person. They're attacking me. And you're not. They've been bothering you for a long time and you lost your cool, which is normal if you're being picked at, bullied, and just attacked constantly. That's the normal thing to do, is get upset. I'm not saying do anything crazy, but getting upset is normal. And they use that against you. And I just want you to be aware that that's what they want. And I'm just gonna need you to not. Don't give them a reaction. Don't do it. And if, again, do what you gotta do. Take boxing classes. Take a walk. Call your friend. Talk your ish. If you need to scream in the bathroom for 5 minutes, just get it out. Breathe. Collect yourself. And get it together. Do it. Do anything but snap at them, because that's what they're begging for. That's what they're hoping for. Don't do it. Don't do it. And a lot of the times they would go overboard to get that reaction that they want. They see one thing isn't working, they try another thing. They try to get creative, they try to get crafty, and they're really persistent in attacking you. But what happens is when you don't give them a reaction, their behavior becomes obvious, because your behavior, when you were supposed to snap, that was supposed to be the distraction from their behavior and them picking at you. You're rage fit, you're getting angry, crying, screaming, losing your ish. That was supposed to distract from their behavior and how we got here in the first place, because they were picking at you, bullying you, hurting you, trying to hurt you, just all of these attempts. Your reaction is supposed to cover their attempts and their behavior. When you do not react, I'm going to say this again. When you do not react, there's no distraction for their behavior. Their attempts become obvious now. They keep picking and picking and picking and nothing's happening. And now the attention's on the picking. Why are you still picking? There's no conflict here. Why are you still attacking? Now the attention is on them and their bad behavior, because their attempts aren't hidden behind your reaction. Yeah. So eventually, that's the rope that makes them, I don't want to finish the saying, but you know how that goes. They eventually expose themselves. And it sucks that people would have to endure negative, mean, toxic behavior, but giving them a reaction would be worse. Don't give them the reaction. They don't deserve it, and they're gonna use it against you anyway. Don't. So, with that being said, they eventually expose themselves, and a lot of the times they get frustrated when their jabs don't work, because you're supposed to get angry and I'm supposed to hide behind you acting a fool because I hurt your feelings so bad. Now everyone's looking at you and your reactions to getting your feelings hurt so bad instead of what I did to hurt your feelings so bad. You see how they do that? Yeah, no more of that. No more allowing that. And I'm sorry that it may suck that you may have to endure a bit and find other ways to, how do I say this? Other ways to manage your emotions. But it's worth it. And a lot of the times the people that participate in reactive abuse, they expose themselves. And sometimes they get angry that it doesn't work, and then they show their hand. So yeah, or they just keep trying harder and trying to reach different extremes, and then it really starts to show what they're willing to do to try and hurt someone, you know? And then you get to see who they are, and they unmask themselves. So yeah, don't give people a reaction. Don't snap at people. Don't give them what they're asking for, because that's what they want, and they end up using it against you. So, my loves, let them expose themselves. Okay? Keep it together, keep it cute, keep your head high. And I love you. Take care of yourself.